Hi guys, it's trainer Jason here. I'm now up to week 4 in my rehab, so just another update on how I'm going with that. Okay, so basically I've moved away from the machines a little bit. I've now progressed to a couple of free weights, and I've also got a few other exercises that we're going to go through just to show you today.
Okay, so here's the first new exercise that I'm doing in conjunction with my previous exercises. As part of the warm-up, I'm basically laying on my back, keeping my knees bent at about 90 degrees, lifting one leg at a time. The aim here is to keep my pelvis as still as possible, relying on my hips to do all the work. Next I do the same thing, but this time starting with my legs up and lowering down one leg at a time. These exercises will help with my hip control, which in turn will help improve my squatting technique, minimizing risk on my lower back. After the warm-up, I move on to my mobility exercises. This one is working on my balance and control. While performing this exercise, I need to focus on keeping my core strong and my glutes contracted to protect the lower back. Eventually, I'll be doing this exercise with weights. Next, I move on to the Hindu push-up on my knees. The main aim of this exercise is to get movement and flexibility back into my spine. Again, making sure to keep my core contracted throughout the movement. After these exercises, I move on to some free weights. After the weights, I go back to stretching. So the trunk stretch that I did previously, I now take one step further by adding in a bit of a quad stretch at the same time. A really good overall stretch for the midsection and lower body. Next stretch, I rotate my hips to the left, bringing my left foot over my right knee, pushing that knee down towards the floor. Really stretching the hip rotators and lower back at the same time. The last stretch I've added in is a straddle stretch against the wall. The reason I'm doing it this way is because a normal seated straddle stretch currently puts too much strain on my lower back, whereas this version doesn't put any pressure on my back at all. So that's all the new exercises I'm doing for my rehab so far. Stay tuned for more updates on my progress, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks guys.